Hello, Aquarius North Node. Welcome to your reading for the spring equinox. So from March 20th and then the 3 months following until June 20th, 2023. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading. So not all of the messages will apply to you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest for whoever else in your Aquarius North Node collective needs to hear that message at this time. If you are feeling this reading, you can give it a like, a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel so that I can better connect to your energy if you plan to come back. And click the bell to be notified when I upload. These are North Node readings. They do not apply to any other placement. I don't do sun, moon, or rising sign. So do make sure that you are looking at your North Node sign. If you're not sure where your North Node is located, do look in the description box below for a link to the North Node chart on my website where you can look up your birthday and find out where the North Node was at that time. What else do you need to know? If you're new to my channel, welcome. I use a spread that has been given to me by my guides. I will go through the different sections for you. Do know that all of the sections will be timestamped in the description box below for your convenience so that you can come back and check this reading at any time in the next 3 months if you want to review any portion of it. We start with the universal energies on the outside. Those are the overarching energies that are at play / on offer for you in the next 3 months. Then we check the 5D, which is your future self, your higher self, and what areas of your life, your vibration, they feel you should focus on for your next level of expansion. We look at the 3D in the center, which represents the what's showing up in your physical reality as opportunities for expansion. Then we ask how to bridge the 3D with the 5D. And then we will look at your grounding cards because this particular reading actually has all to do. So these North Node readings at this time of the spring equinox have to do with emerging from the shadow into the light and how we ground that transformation into our physical reality. So the last 4 cards I'm going to pull for you are going to be your physical reality. How to ground your transformation into physical reality. And then I'll do your final oracles and we will be done for today. That should take about an hour. So let me shuffle and do your... Oh, one more public announcement before I get started. I am raising money for a new mic because this one has been, I think it's had its day. That link is in the description box below if you are so inclined. If not, could also just share this reading and that will help me out too. So here we go with your universal energies. We have work, birth of angels. Oops, that's upside down. Can't remember what that one is. I have to look that one up. And okay, let me just take a quick gander. Oh, this is Goddess. Gonna focus? Doesn't want to focus. And Ascension. So what I am seeing here for you, Aquarius North Node. What I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius North Node, is... Well, the first thing that came is work-life balance, because I'm seeing here, well, work, and then here, birth of angels, I'm seeing a family. And that may not be a actual, like you giving birth or you being married and having kids. It can be your star family as well. I feel divine feminine energy with the goddess card, and ascension is almost not much to say beyond the word of ascension, to be honest, in what I'm feeling right now. I feel that what's happening for you in the next 3 months, or what is available to happen for you in the next 3 months, is your whole life like just going up a level in vibration. Just work, friendships, relationships, the people who surround you, and your quality of life, your ability to enjoy life and to enjoy yourself in that life, your ability to be present in your life, your enjoyment of day to day, all aspects of your day to day. Because here I'm seeing your work, I'm seeing the people who you are surrounded with or who you spend the most time with, and I see yourself. And then this energy just feels like that beautiful energy of love in everything, and the ability to enjoy even the smallest things. And it's not about achieving something. It's about a feeling of being happy, of being content, of being grateful, of being abundant, and it's all already there for you. And I feel that energy of being can also propel the other areas of your life to come into balance. Let's move to your 5D cards now. Higher self, future self. Ooh. We have forgiveness. I haven't seen that card in a while. I mean, I usually groan when that card comes out if I'm doing like a little reading for myself. But it has a good energy here for you. It always has a good energy. It's just frustrating sometimes to see. Forgiveness, surrender. All things that sound so incredibly easy. What else for Aries North Node? Abundance. That's beautiful to see. That's the first time I think the card has come out in these readings. This time around, multidimensionality. And then we have connection and intuition. So, your higher self / future self says that you need to forgive some people who are, who wronged you, who harmed you, because you need to make room for new people to come in. Like, they're not even really wanting to put around that. They're like, forgive these people, and it's not for their sake, it's for your sake. It's for your sake, right? It's for you so that you can enjoy friendships and relationships again. It's for you so that you don't punish new people for the things that past people have done, right? And if you're keeping some of these people in your life who hurt you for whatever reason, because you feel the love is bigger than the hurt, then you really actually need to do the real work of forgiving, meaning that you don't bring it up, you don't hold it against them. You know, you don't keep going back to that place, right? Forgiveness means you have let it go and you are no longer tied to it, right? Whether the person is still in your life or not. Some of you, the person that is still in your life, you need to get them out of your life because they, you know, and forgive them regardless, but just don't keep them around. It's useless to you. They're giving you a complete pass to not be the bigger person. They're like, being the bigger person can be overrated at sometimes, but because you need to protect your own spirit, right? And keeping people around who are negative on your spirit is also keeping away people who are meant to walk through this life with you. Some people just came for a lesson and then they need to go. So don't feel tied to them. Surrender. It's interesting that you have surrender and abundance around your work. It's like this time for you to stop playing small, because it's almost as if you asked for something, it's coming, and then you don't believe that it's actually there. But you need to believe that it's actually there. And, ooh, okay, this came up in the pre-shuffle. People making you feel guilty, a distrust, like trust issues and such. This is like around the forgiveness as well, but I feel like, do you trust yourself? Do you trust that what's happening, the opportunities that are presenting to you are real? And if we go further into the multidimensionality by the ascension here, then I am pulled back to another thing that came up during the pre-meditation about straddling realities. So remember, we said that you have the potential, your life is here for everything to just go up a level, all of it. And there's parts of you that will be completely, well, that I feel that there are parts of you that are not ready, or you don't feel that you are ready. Oh, I need to take another course. Oh, I need to lose 10 pounds. Oh, I need to buy a new wardrobe. That can all be helpful, but the reality is you're ready now. Like on an energetic, vibrational level, you are very ready. And how you want to convince your conscious mind that you're ready is up to you. But they're saying that you don't really need anything else. And they're also saying that everything that you feel that you need will come to you when you accept that this is all real. Like all of this opportunity, all this abundance, opportunity for abundance. If you just lean into the process and say, yes, this is meant for me, and this is what I've asked for, and this is where I want to go, into this sheer abundance, enjoyment of abundance is more than money, right? It's friendships, it's love, it's comforts, it's good health, right? When you believe yourself to be all worthy of that and it all to be real, then all of the resources that prove to you that it's real, all of the physical things that prove to you that it's real will be there. All of the clothes, all of the comforts, material things, and the opportunities to up your skills if you think that you need to know another language or review like a certain math course or whatever, all of that is going to come to you. And they're saying, like, without you paying for it, someone is going to offer to give you professional training, further education, because they see your potential. But you need to believe in your potential. Let me move on to these cards here. Connection. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. And intuition, the energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond three-dimensional reality. So you are very much in this world of creating, like you're in a high manifestational time. There's a big manifestation window for you the next 3 months. And you can get nervous and say, oh my God, what should I manifest? Or you can just take the time to more, like start with believing that believing in your power to manifest things. Start with being aware of how everything around you is the product of what you've thought, envisioned, or acted out, done in your life. Because you are working on multiple dimensions. Everything that you're experiencing in your 3D, you have already created in another dimension. You're almost like, they're saying serial manifester and an unconscious manifester, unfortunately. Ideally, you'll be manifesting with the full awareness of what you're doing. But I mean, like most of us, we have all of this stuff in our field, in our energetic field, that we don't acknowledge, that we're not even aware of that is there. But that's why things like these readings and shadow work and Reiki, and our intuition as well, just helps us to understand what's really sitting in our energy field that's affecting the reality that we're creating. Your intuition is very high, on point. Like, I would want a reading from you, some of you. It's a matter of you being in a place where your intuition is well received. Because I have the feeling, and had the feeling in the pre-shuffle as well. I saw people making you feel guilty, emotional manipulation, distrust. I feel like people are planting seeds of you not trusting yourself because they don't have the trust in themselves, or they don't have the abilities that you have. I'm going to your 3D now. It's coming very quickly. We have Judgment in reverse. The Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Three of Swords in reverse. Oh. Okay, 6. Who is 6 again? And 15. So 14. We have Temperance. Oh, Infant. Sometimes I just draw a blank. So, Judgment in reverse. Yeah, I feel that there's in the next 3 months, if you're not already experiencing it, you'll have several callings to kind of step out of your comfort zone and to step into your destiny. And it may be challenging, to say the least. I feel that you'll feel challenged by it. It may require you to leave certain people behind, and that could be part of the challenge. But mostly I'm feeling it's your understanding of yourself that you need to leave behind. But I don't feel from this reading so far that you are that confined by your understanding of yourself. I feel you're more confined by subtle manipulations by people around you, and by you being a person who sees... Some of you really see the good in people and then allow them to stick around you longer than they should. But the reality is, it's like you see the good in them, but they don't see the good in themselves, so they don't act from that space. That is perfectly fine for you to say, I wish you all the best in life, and move on. There is a calling for you to leave certain people behind, certain stories behind, certain attachments to people. Some of you are even, I see someone completely leaving a city or a town, like a smaller town, and moving to a bigger city or another country, and even like changing your name, or there's something about the place where you are that limits who you feel you can be. Some of you have people holding things like against you, like if you were a rowdy teenager or had a bad rep in high school for whatever reason, like they're acting like you can't evolve from that place. And so it's like the world around you is not allowing you to evolve, but also because it serves them better if you don't evolve. And that doesn't mean that you haven't evolved already. For the most part, Aquarius North Node, you have already evolved, right? The Page of Wands is saying that they need you to start acting from your intuition, because you are well, let me put this a different way because of where this is in the spread. You will find that the ways that you used to act and react to things before, you can't do anymore, and it may be of great discomfort for you because it will be completely new. Why? You may meet new friends who actually like you fully and thoroughly for who you are, or a romantic partner, and you don't have to put on the same mask that you have put on in the past with other people. You will have people who want to truly know you. So what I'm feeling with the Page of Wands and this kind of learning how to wield one's powers in the world is, well, for some of you, learning how to integrate your new psychic abilities or expanded psychic abilities. And some of you, because you have an expanded worldview and you're more sensitive now, there's just certain people that you can't deal with, and you'll have to figure out how you're going to deal with those people. So if you're not used to standing up for yourself, you're going to get used to it. But some of you as well, I feel, are learning how to operate in a group. You may be the leader of a group now, and you have to learn how to operate with people differently, which can also cause some issues if you are now the boss with people that you used to be on the same level with. They're saying that it can be a lot easier than you think it will be. So this is, for me, I feel a very positive energy in general here. The Three of Swords in reverse. If you have felt the outcast, left out, judged, as most of us have at some point in our life by some group or in some situation, these are also things you need to let go of. Like, you have Judgment in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse, as if, you yourself don't believe that you can move to another chapter because of what people have said, how people have treated you, or, as I said, the environment that you are in. Like, the environment you are in can keep you here, and then if you go somewhere else, it's like, boop, all of a sudden your whole life is different. All of a sudden, in a place where people consider you overweight, you're considered curvaceous and beautiful, or in a place where people tend to have all of the same political views, you're in a more intellectual space where people share ideas and they value your ideas. So yes, so that's the Three of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Lovers. Did I even tell you that this is the Lovers? Yes. No, I didn't. It's the Lovers. And Temperance. Two major arcana right next to your abundance card. So incredible. Right. So, well, they're both in the upright, so that's good. But what I'm feeling here is that well, I'm feeling two things. One, you may be faced with your own demons at this time. Well, usually I see that with the Strength card, or the Devil, but this Lover's card is coming up out to me, like marrying the two sides of yourself, because there's something that other people may not have really appreciated in you that actually is very much your key to abundance. So don't throw out anything. And you will be encountering signs and synchronicities. They're telling me that you will also have a lot of meaningful dreams in the next 3 months, so do pay attention to your dreams. And look at some of the most, I mean, I'm not supposed to get into the advice part yet. I'm just supposed to identify the opportunities that are appearing. But one of the opportunities that there's going to be major relationships in your life that come to a head or are very highlighted, especially if you really start to make this move to, let's say, level up, for lack of a better term. And it means you leaving people behind. Because in this one in particular, it's like we have Cupid, you have a man and a woman there, and I don't really know how to define this part, but they're pointing me to this. And it's like, even though there's only one arrow, they're pointing to me, there's only one arrow. So someone is ready and someone is not. And they're saying this is not just for romantic love, right? It could also be parental relationships, I'm feeling. And, well, I'll tell you the ending of the story. You're the one that gets shot with the arrow, and the other person is who gets left behind. They have the potential to also, call in the arrow, but a lot of the people, unfortunately, they will not heed the call, and you will have to deal with whatever the fallout of that is. Some will be neutral, some will be negative, some will say, keep in touch, I wish you all the best. And you can still call them and have great conversation about, regular, mundane, beautiful things, because remember, you have divine feminine, you have the ability to, sorry, this is goddess, you have goddess, but you have that energy of being able to enjoy everything that comes your way, smallest things, Sunday phone conversations, baking cookies with a friend, you're just, your friends don't have to like everything that you like in order for them to be friends, right? That's why we hang out with an assortment of angels, right? Each angel gives us something different, and even we play different roles for different people at different points in our lives. So we're going to see how to bridge the 3D and the 5D now. We have the Chariot. Three of Wands. In reverse, that is. The Three of Swords. Oh, we have the Three of Swords on the Three of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles. Is the Three of Wands upright? No, it's not. Okay, so we have 2 7s and 2 3s. So you may want to look up the numerology of 7s and 3s. The Chariot. Ooh, they're like, just go. Just go. Just go with it. Just run with it. Just go. I'll show you the card again. So some of you are moving. Some of you have a job offer that's actually a job offer or a steady opportunity that involves you leaving, and they encourage your leaving. But you could also be leaving in a more energetic way, in that you're just out of a certain circle of friends. Like, I keep seeing a pool hall and a bunch of guys and girls in a pool hall, like it's a normal, regular hangout, that's where everyone hangs out. But you want different things for yourself. There's one that wants more out of life. And that's not putting down the people in the pool hall. It's just that your spirit is dampened in that environment, and you want to be somewhere where go seek out the places where your spirit can expand, and surrender to the fact that you may not fit in where you are. Like, just admit it. Just let it be so. As I said, these readings are general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but do also take into account that for some people, it's this big life-changing thing of moving cities or countries. Other people, it's changing their friend group. Some people, it's changing their job. Some people, it's just changing the way they socialize. But it's about moving on. The Chariot is about moving on. There's definitely, it's time to move on. The Three of Wands in reverse is giving me the vibes of you could work together to achieve something, but they don't recommend that you do at this time, because you're going to be quite a different person come the summer. So committing to anything right now in terms of work that keeps you somewhere, put it this way, if you have the option to strike out on your own and do a big dream thing, or to partner with a couple of old friends or a couple of people and do something in your hometown, they want you to go. They want you to go. This part of your journey is meant for you to experience on your own. It's still forward moving, but they need you to move on your own. The abundance is you on your own, and you can't drag anyone with you down the road of abundance that they're not meant to be on, or that they're not ready to fully receive in gratitude. So you must go. Some of you need to leave a partnership, especially a business partnership. Some of you need to cut it. I just keep getting this feeling of, something that you've been working on together, a dream that you've had together, but some people slowing it down, weighing it down, and you guys have kind of reached an age where you can't invest in pipe dreams anymore. And that's not to say that you should stop dreaming big. It's that you, Aquarius North Node, understand that in order for a team to work well together, that you have to be on the same page, and you have to be all putting in a certain effort. So if you are working with people who are not putting in that effort, then it's time for you to, some of you need to fire people. Some of you need to leave a business partnership altogether and wait for new energy to come in. And some of you are just supposed to strike out on your own and see where that leads you. With the Three of Swords upright on the Three of Swords in reverse, do deal with any disappointments and heartache. They are real. It was difficult, but it was also formative, right? Because they would like your spirit to be clear to invite in the new, right? To be ready to receive the new, because there is so much to receive. With the Seven of Pentacles, there is, they want you to plant the seeds of what you want. Even with even the smallest little gestures, right? So they're showing me one thing I had, for example, at one point in my life, a friend of mine gave me a piece of paper with the outline of a man on it. And she said, here you can write everything, all of the things that you want your dream man to be. And I still have that paper. I don't have the man, but I have the paper. But it's just that gesture of, it's a physically grounded thing in reality that puts your intentions on paper into something solid, right? So this is not, the Seven of Pentacles for me is not about just having a vision. It's about looking at all the things that you've planted and seeing what is becoming fruitful, and or it's planting a bunch of, planting your intentions using physical 3D means of herb crafting, ritual, magic, writing in a journal, hanging certain decorations that symbolize things, putting up pictures, doing a vision board. Vision board came out very strong there. So they want you to ground your dreams into physical tokens to the universe. And that includes the dreams for the type of people that you want to surround you. Then we have, I'm not doing any reverse in these cards. Oh, sorry. Grounding cards. That's where we are. We have number 9, knowledge. Oh, remember in the very beginning I was saying you feel like you may need to take a course or something? Yes. Knowledge. So what else for grounding cards for Aquarius North Node? 10 of fire. Oh. Okay. That was kind of it was a messy shuffle. Lots of things were turning over, but not coming out. Then we have here, we have the 8 of air and the 2 8s, 8 of fire and the 8 of air. And then King of Earth is the last one. So grounding for Aquarius North Node. We have knowledge. So yeah, if you feel that you need to learn something, as we said, there is a strong feeling of people seeing your potential and just offering you professional development. But you can always Google stuff. There are really cost-efficient, like online, I don't want to call it a full course, but online crash courses, and you could get an ebook. You can take a book out of the library. You can order a book from online, whatever. Whatever knowledge you feel that you need to acquire, do it. But they don't necessarily want you to spend very much money on it, because they are assuring me that you will get the additional training that you are looking for without having to make that financial investment yourself. Once you make the investment of your intention, they also want you, though, to recognize how much you already know. So grounding tip number 1 is recognize what you already know and start, at least if there's something you want to add to your skill set, read a book, watch a online course, or watch or participate in some type of online thing, and just start investigating, just start seeking out that knowledge. Grounding tip number 2, cleanse your chakras. This is what I usually get from this card, is cleanse your chakras. This is the 10 of wands usually. But it's just like you are coming to the end of a difficult time and releasing everything, right? Like the birth of angels, forgiveness, and then this 10 of fire. They just want you to have a clean slate. So this can mean for you as well that you should go get Reiki or participate in a meditation that cleanses the chakras. There are also people who do like quantum. They go into each chakra and help you clear them. So some of them are more active, some of them are more passive. I'm also getting someone just like seeing someone running and sweating. So if you're like a marathon runner or something, you can also use that as an intention with the intention of clearing your energy field. So that's grounding. Number 2, clear your energy field. These 2 8s, air and fire. I find it interesting that this is by your grounding energy and by the goddess here. Well, I mean, I'm feeling sexual energy. Both of these cards to me are usually very confining cards. Because the 8 of Swords, if I recall correctly, what it looks like in the traditional deck. I believe the 8 is the one where there's a woman in a circle of swords and her hands are very loosely tied as if like she could free herself, but she's not. And the 9 is, the 9 is different. And that's the 8. And then the 8 of Wands is usually a whole bunch of wands flying in a certain direction, indicating, momentum of something that's already been set into motion. Oh. In this case, I'm feeling that they want you to be aware that you can free yourself from anything. So this is less of a physical action and more of a change to your mindset. Be aware that you can set anything into motion. And you can also stop the momentum of something. I mean, it's stopping the momentum tends to be more dramatic, and a little bit more difficult for us because we make promises and then we get attached to certain outcomes and such. But I'm seeing here, like this 8 is very, I feel like this is coming out of your shell and really Phoenix rising type of energy. So the 8 of air is telling me it's time for basically it's like free yourself, free yourself, free yourself. They're like some of you need a very good, nice roll in the hay. It doesn't have to be with someone else. It could be with yourself. It's completely fine. And very therapeutic. So if you want the world around you to open its doors for you, to be free, to express yourself in all of your aspects, you have to release yourself from any confines of your own mind as well. That is going to be an ongoing process, and it's always an ongoing process. You embrace it as it goes, and you embrace all of the beauty that you have managed to create. So if I were to summarize this grounding tip, I'd say release yourself from your own confines in order, like, free yourself first. Free yourself in your mind. Free yourself from your mind. And have an orgasm. That came up too. Have more than one. Next card. Next grounding tip. King of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles. So, and it's another thing that feels like very much a belief in yourself, a belief that you are capable, a belief that this which you free is going to create all of this abundance here, because abundance is this card sticking under here. Believe that you know the way. Believe that how you were made, how you are made, is your key to everything that you want and desire. You have it's very interesting because Aquarius North Node is about that you've been a big leader in the past, you've been an original in the past, and now it's about working in community or in a team. But you have this phase right now where you need to go it alone so that you become the personality, the leader that is truly going to lead those who need you the most. Some people want to keep you around because you're like an angelic presence to them. But if they're putting you down at the same time, then they're not truly, embracing what it is you have to offer. You have a lot to offer a certain group of people. Those people, I'm seeing for the most part, for most of you, those people are not the people that you're around now. You may have one or two beacons that kind of show you the direction you're going, but that's not where you are now. So to ascend fully to the next level, you need to embrace all that you have created, all that you have been able to create up to now. So do sit down and look at all of the times you have persevered, all of the times you've triumphed, all of the things, all of the comforts you've made for yourself, like big and small. Because you are going to be creating a lot more, and you're going to help people create a lot more as well. You just need this moment of remembering who you are. I'm going to do your final oracles now. Oh, that came out quickly. We have go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, and receiving. So I just read from the guidebook for these ones. Oops. The priestess of the waterfall rises from the foam, holding the mists of the water spirits close to her heart. She wears a golden spiral of infinity on her headdress, symbolizing the power of purification and the release of negativity. When this card appears in your spread, it announces a time of quiet energy, encouraging you to release resistance and go with the flow. Do you have surrender here, right? Yep, surrender. True release requires a conscious intention to let go of control and embrace the cleansing energy of non-attachment. It's time to step back and reevaluate things. Take a break from trying to force your will and open your heart to the guidance of the spirit flowing within and around you. This doesn't mean you should take no action. It means your action should flow with your intuition. And you have the intuition card over there. Water is an important element in your life experience. It brings clarity, and understanding and represents the presence of spirit. You are a body of water, as is this blue planet of ours. On that level, you resonate with Earth and every entity on it. So charge the water you drink with love and affirm Spirit's presence in the rain, in the shower, and in all the water around you. This cleansing intention purifies your energy and releases limitation and negativity. Such a clear and vibrant resonance that then opens your life to the unlimited flow of abundance under here, available to you. Let go and receive, for the river of endless opportunity is coming your way. And the affirmation is, I move comfortably through the experiences of my life. I release resistance and align myself with the joyous energy flowing freely through the world. That is such a great oracle card for you. It has so many keywords from the reading, which is why I just read from the book. You know, I trust that the card that comes out will align with, well, is given, right? I don't choose them, it's given. Okay, still shuffling. There we go. This from the inner. This is an inner oracle. Inner peace oracle card. Okay, 41. Gratitude is the force of peace. What are you thankful for? Yes, gratitude. I almost don't even want to read from the book for this one because I think that we've talked about gratitude quite a bit, but I will read. I will not deprive you of your guidebook meaning. Okay. In times of great uncertainty, go inward to find what is certain within you. Feeling good is most important, and developing a daily practice to help you connect to calm is a priority right now. Creating a daily routine that includes focusing on what you appreciate in life will help you connect to peace and lead you to joy. The fastest way to happiness and peace is to be thankful for what you have. Gratitude is the life force of everything. When things don't go well, it can be easy to fall into doubt, blame, and thoughts of separation. Return yourself to appreciation and repeat, all is well. And the divine assignment is, have you been focusing your attention on lack? You may feel pressure from the world to be more, have more, and do more, but your true self already knows that you are enough. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, take a moment to identify all the things you are grateful for. What is going well in your life? What are you thankful for? When we connect to all that is well with care, we can transform our suffering into freedom. And I will pull you a little starseed kind of affirmation or message here. Release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. I couldn't say it better myself. So, Aquarius, North Node, the bottom of the deck, you have Ascension again. So, your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. That is your reading, Aquarius, North Node. I hope that resonated with you. Do like and subscribe if it did. And you can also check out Ascension Messages podcast with Anubis/Anpu if you'd like to hear a little bit more about navigating the shadow, the ego in the shadow. But otherwise, I will see you again. I wish you all the best for the next 3 months, and I will be back with some readings in between on other topics. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.